Ya, 1, 2, 3. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. We are here to present our data mining project. Our topic is about classifying customer satisfaction on the on e-commerce review. We use an algorithm called Navy bias to do this. Today, we will show Your your progress which is now at 75%. Next, let us introduce our team first. My name is Tegas Ajibowo. I am working talk with Ahmad Jusman Maulana, M. Akbari Dorioyo. We all work it talk on this project from the data to the final model. Now I will give the presentation to Zulfan.
Thank you, Tegas. Before we talk about Tugas 3, let's look back at Tugas 2. In Tugas 2, our first model got 70.5% accuracy. This number sounds good, but it was actually misleading. This happened because most of our data 69% are positive review. So the model just learn to goes positive most of the time. Because of this, the model could only catch 8% of negative reviews. And 0% of natural reviews. This is the problem we needed to fix in Tugas 3. To fix this problem, we used a method called random oversampling. In simple words, this method copies examples from the small group which are negative and neutral review. It keeps copying until all the three groups have the same number of example. This is only done on the training data, not on the test data. So our testing is style, fair, and realistic. As you can see, negative review grow from 497 to 1545, and natural review grew from 209 to 1545. Next, we did a second experiment using something called bigram features. Normally, our model reads single words. This is called unigram, but with bigrams, the model can also read two words together, like tidak bagus, which means not good. This helps. This helps the model understand negative versus better. We tested the bigram method together with oversampling and compared it with the unigram only version to see which one works better. Now I will give the presentation to Rido.
Okay, thank you, Zulpan. Now let's talk about how we measure our model. As we saw before, accuracy, can be misleading when the data is imbalanced. So, intense, we use a metric called macro F1 score. Macro F1 score treat all three class equally positive, negative, and neutral. This gives us a fairer picture of how good the model really is. Looking at the chart. Di next belum muncul. Okay, sorry. Before. Looking at the chart, the baseline model had high accuracy at 0.71, but a very low macro F1 score of only 0.32. Next, please. All right. Now let's look at how much our model improved. Recall means how many review from a class the model can correctly find. After oversampling, negative recall jump from uh, 8% to 54% neutral. Recall jump from 0% to 33%. Positive recall drop a little from 100% to 84%. This is actually healthy trade-off because before the model was only good at guessing positive and ignore the other two class completely. Next, please. Our FINA model is multinominal naive Bayes. Train it with oversampling unigram TF-IDF feature. TF-IDF is just a way to turn word into number so the computer can understand the text. Our final macro F1 score is 0.571, which is much better than 0.324 before. This chart is called a confusion matrix. It shows you ask what the model predict compare to the real answer. From this metric, our model correctly found 67 out of 100 24 negative review and 17 out of 52 neutral review. Before this number were almost zero. Now I will give presentation to Zulfan.
Okay, thank you, Rido. This table summarizes everything we just explained. Our accuracy improved a little from 70.5% to 72.8%. But more importantly, our macro F1 score improved a lot from 0.324 to 0.571. Recall for negative review grew from 8% to 54%, and recall for neutral review grew for 0% to 33%. This shows our model is now much fairer and smarter across all classes.
Okay, now let's talk about our next step toward the final exam project. First, our final model and factorizer files are already saved and ready to use. Second, we plan to build a simple website using Stemlet So new review can be classified in real time. Third, we will test the model with the new review outside our dataset to make sure it works as well in general. And finally, we will write our final project report, which will document everything from tugas 1 to tugas 3.
Next year. That brings you to the end of our presentation. Thank you very much for listening and for this opportunity to present our project. We will continue this discussion later during our 75 presentation season. Thank you and see you then.